Hey there, my name is Amanda. I also go by Ketoginja. Hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. It's about to rain here in Florida. It's early afternoon. I'm dying for some cold brew coffee. Now, I kind of had an epiphany that every time I went through Dunkin' and I got my cold brew coffee, it was almost $5. And if I had the kids in the car, now they want something, now Dan wants something, and it ends up being a really, really expensive coffee trip. So I started making my own cold brew at home, and I'm absolutely addicted. It's pretty easy. The only thing that stinks about it is there is about an 8-hour waiting period. I typically make it at nighttime so I can throw it in the fridge and not think about it overnight. If you are dying for one right away, it's not the same if it doesn't sit overnight. I'll just put it to you that way. But it's the strongest iced coffee in the world, and it tastes incredible. You will basically never buy it again because it's expensive in the drive-thru. At least I think it is. So before I show you how to make the cold brew, I want to remind you guys there is a snack box deal happening with Perfect Keto right now. You get 2 nut butters, a box of cookies. They're calling it the snack box, I believe, or like a snack pack, which I think is super cute. And then a box of bars. So bars, cookies, and 2 nut butters. And you can mix and match flavors. You can customize it to your own taste buds. In my personal opinion, the chocolate chip cookies are my absolute favorite. And for bars, I usually go for the birthday cake. That one's my fave. And then the nut butter, I like them all. So if you are in the market to try some Perfect Keto snacks, they're already it's already 25% off. So if you go to their website, which I will leave down below, the discount is there already. You don't need a code or any of that hoopla. So if you are looking for some munchies, Perfect Keto has you covered. The sale runs this week only, Tuesday the 19th through Friday, May 25th. Okay. Cold brew coffee. So the way that I do this is not sophisticated. I do not have a sophisticated pitcher or something to, like, it's all very DIY, very homemade. So judge away and get ready for the best cup of cold brew of your whole dang life. Let's do it. Cold brew ingredients. It does not get any easier than this. You need water and coffee grounds. That's it. Nothing crazy. I'm sure you could get wild and add like cinnamon and infusions and all of that, but I'm a very basic Betty when it comes to how I like my coffee. I don't want any crazy flavors in the original mixture. I want it plain Jane. So here's some easy math for you. Just kidding, it's not easy. I grab an old water jug. This is my vessel of choice for while it is sitting in the refrigerator, and in a second you're gonna see why. I used to have a little line on here to make it easy on myself, but somehow it's come off in the sink on me. So I am going to fill this with 8 cups of water. The ratio is 3/4 of a cup of ground coffee for every 4 cups of water. That's what I have found makes it not overbearing, but still really powerful and delicious. So you got that? 3/4 cup of ground coffee to 4 cups of water. So I'll see you in 8 cups. You guys, my dogs are standing right next to me and they're like farting it up in my kitchen. It is this... No one come over right now. No one. Pretend that my house smells like patchouli and not dog farts. I have 8 cups of water right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark my jug so now I know the next time that I use it, I fill to here with water. So I suggest that you do the same. I have a 1.5 cups of coffee grounds here. Remember, the ratio is 3/4 cup of ground coffee to 4 cups of water. Now, if you're a baby and you don't like your cold brew super strong and you're more of like a lightweight iced coffee drinker, cut down the ratio. You know, this is really supposed to be for your own flavor palette, but I am of the camp very strong cold brew. I also use cheap ass coffee for this because as you can see, it requires a lot of grounds. It does make a good amount of iced coffee, but I'm not about to dump an $11 bag of like Pete's Coffee or Dutch Brothers or something like that into cold brew because it's just not necessary. I use the cheapy $5 for the giant container Aldi coffee for this, and it is amazing. So now it's gonna go into the jug. I bought funnels specifically for this purpose because for a good few weeks, I was just spilling coffee everywhere like a heathen. Dollar Tree had 3-pack of funnels for $1. $1, Bob. So we're going to take our 1.5 cups of coffee grounds and we are going to pour it directly into the funnel and get it on in to our water jug, our very professional vessel. Now my cap goes back on. I'm going to give this a super, super healthy shake. And this is gonna go into the refrigerator overnight. I already have a batch done, so I'm gonna show you guys how I strain it, and then I'm gonna show you my perfect cup of cold brew at home. Into the fridge she goes. Look, I did the fill line. I started this one last night because I knew not only was I gonna want cold brew today, because I want it every day, but I knew that I wanted to show you guys how to make it, because anytime I post a picture of it, you guys always ask what my recipe is, but it's not really a recipe, it's more of a method. So my jug, I have a pitcher, I have a funnel, and I have a strainer. These can all be found at the Dollar Tree, okay? You don't need to get crazy. Don't go get a Cuisinart strainer. Nobody needs that. Nobody. You'll see why in a second. I know this seems like extra work, but you wanna get as little of the granules in as humanly possible, and it can be kind of messy. If you are a neat Nancy, you won't need the extra funnel, but I am absolutely a messy calamity, so I give myself a little bit of a control over where the liquid goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and set my strainer right on top of my pitcher, and then I'm gonna pour the coffee through the funnel into the strainer. That's right. We are not off to a good start. Good goodness. Goodness. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start pouring it in. This just gives me more control. I get why it may seem like an extra step to you, but I'm telling you, it's kind of messy, and this just ensures that you are like having the speediest process without having to clean up after yourself. So I'll see you guys when I get this all poured in. As we get to the end here, you can probably understand why the funnel method into the strainer is your friend, because when you go for just the strainer, I swear it makes such a huge mess. So we are going to basically just kind of poke around a little bit to make sure all of the liquid has gone down into our pitcher, which is stunning. And then we have a nice big old jug of cold brew. Now you can either discard these coffee grounds or you can put them into a compost pile if that's your thing. It's not my thing. I really do wait to get every single drop. On the first time I tried to do this for you guys, I plopped like half of this right back into the container, so I quit. Look at that. So beautiful, so concentrated, so delicious. Pop the lid on and refrigerate. I'm gonna make myself a nice tall glass over ice and show you guys what I put in mine, but it's that easy, folks. The hardest part is waiting for it to be finished. Okay, for this step, it's kind of like do what your heart feels. I don't like my cold brew super sweet. Part of the reason that I love cold brew is because it's a super concentrated coffee, and I genuinely love the taste of just regular coffee. So I'm gonna fill up my cup. I'm gonna add about 1.5 tablespoons of just regular half and half. And then I'm also going to add 2 packets of pure stevia. But you could doctor this up however you want. If you like it sweet, go crazy. Add syrups and, you know, extracts and all of those sorts of things. This is kind of do as you feel. So that's it. That's all there is to my cold brew coffee. And now I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have some cookies for lunch too. No one judge me. It's strong. I'm gonna add another little splash of half and half. I also wish that I would have only added 1 packet of stevia instead of 2, but I don't like mine super sweet. So take it easy on the sweetener. Play with it, Find out what your personal formula is, but the base of the cold brew doesn't get any easier. And if for some reason your concentrate is too strong, you can always add a little bit of cold water to the end result, and that will lighten it up a bit too. So just if you do it and you don't love the ratio, you can almost always tweak it as long as it's not too weak, because that's a crime, actually, like a literal crime. So it looks like I'm gonna be eating cookies and cold brew for lunch because I am a role model. Don't forget to grab your snack bundle. I will leave the link down below, 25% off. And if you're not into that sort of thing, also awesome. What have you guys been loving this week? Anything new or exciting, food, recipe-wise? What do you guys want to see? What has really piqued your interest this week? I can't wait to hear. I've been super busy helping my husband, Dan. He is going full force with his handyman company. Home repairs, property maintenance, landscaping. He is literally doing everything. He's working 7 days a week, pretty much 20 hours a day when it comes to all the stuff he has to do at home too. So I'm so proud of him and how much he is doing for our family. Like he's a special one, and I'm super lucky, but I miss him. We're definitely not seeing very much of each other right now. And, you know, I'm comfortable with the homemaker role. So the fact that I am still not really working right now, it's taken a lot of weight off of my shoulders. So my husband rules and I love him. So go over to Facebook, and DTM Customs is the company. Please give his Facebook page a like. And if you are in our local area, call him because he does everything. He's pretty talented. I'm super lucky. I love you guys. Clearly I'm not hyper enough. I must drink this cold brew and go knock out some chores and work on my garden unless I get rained out. But I love you. I will see you super soon. Have the best day of your life and make the cold brew coffee.